Music. Yes. Go. Can you hear the music in your end?
I can hear it, yeah.
Cool. Okay, wicked. All right. Start the recording on the computer. Beauty.
Awesome.
All right. It is time again, everybody, for the full moon event. The third official full moon event. Last time we did it from our kitchen, getting ready to go outside. And it's almost equally as cold, if not colder, here in April than it was in March. It's snowing outside right now. Time of recording, obviously, April 16th, 2022 here. Darci, how are you?
I'm really good. Excited for the full moon, not super excited for the snow.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. So first one you did in February, you were in Calgary or Canmore. I think it was it
I was in
Canmore?
Calgary for
Calgary,
that one, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then we did our last one from our kitchen table as we were about to head. We have not yet filled our moon juice, by the way, for those keeping score at home. But we will be doing that shortly. It's the afternoon. We're just kind of doing our prep work early this time around. So, Darci, you always bring the factoids and stats. What is this full moon looking like today?
So this one here is the pink moon, which is a hell of a lot better than our warm moon of last month, if you guys remember that one.
Yeah.
So this one is the pink moon, and it represents the wildflowers that are starting to emerge in North America, which is pretty neat. I like that one a lot.
Nice.
So it's actually at its earliest right around now, believe it or not.
Oh,
so, yeah. So by the time, I mean, if it clears up at all this evening, we should have a nice, huge moon in our yard for when we do our offering to the moon. But for right now, it's a little bit overcast, so I can't really see it. But yeah, apparently 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is its largest or its fullest that it'll be. So
yeah, literally like 10 minutes from now, because
yeah.
Eastern to be 3, it's like we're about to be 1. So, crazy. So that's kind of cool, like that we're doing it like right
at its peak.
Peak. Yeah. So that's pretty neat.
Definitely.
Not going to be super visible here with all the gray clouds and such, but cool just knowing that it's up there.
Absolutely. And yeah, the moon always finds a way, right?
It does. Yeah.
So this one was actually really cool. All the research that I did on it, every single site had the exact same kind of common theme to it, which I thought was pretty neat. Okay. It's all about finding balance.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I really like that one too. So the full moon this time around is in Libra, which marks a time for us to operate with a clear mind. And it's also because it's the beginning of the spring. This is when we start planting our seeds, both figuratively and literally. So it's time for us to find fairness, balance, and start listening to people instead of talking over them all the time. So balance was the number one keyword that came up in my research just before I hopped on this call. And then just remembering that spring is here and it's a significant time for opportunity and fresh beginnings.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, this is, I mean, we were on our dog park walk earlier talking about how much we like this time of year and how slowly spring has kind of become we always sort of unanimously, but well, between the two of us anyways, said that we like autumn the best, which is there's some wonderful aspects and we still always a close second, I would think, but spring, there is something about basically everything that you said there really resonates with me. Like the fresh beginnings. I love the novelty of spring, like all the different things.
Like, when everything's like nice and new and green and everything, that like baby
exactly
almost. Yeah, it's just so exciting.
For sure. And all the things that we like to do, like the camping and like the hanging out in the backyard, like our and just getting all the furniture out of the shed and everything's like new again, right? Even like the everything's been put away for like 6 months essentially, right? So it's I love that about spring. I like the balance has been a huge word that I've been using, as you know, like kind of riffing on that, like work-life balance coach or just a balance coach in general. The majority of everybody I've been talking to, that's what they are lacking in their life. And that's what's kind of behind the stress. Everybody's stressed. Everybody feels a degree of anxiety and stress, it seems, right? But a lot of times it's behind, like time pressures, and the time pressures come from the source of it is an out of balance, out of sync life, right? Where there's too much of something, whether it's work or responsibility, and not enough of something else that they're enjoying. So it feels very out of balance. So that's really cool. I like that. Obviously the idea of like the flowers, which we're a long ways away from now. You were talking about your next, that one appointment that you had from 5 weeks from now. And when you can't count ahead 5 weeks from now, it's May a long weekend. And that here in Edmonton, you know, anybody that's listening that's from Edmonton knows that's kind of like when the gardening starts coming out. We don't have the benefit of, you know, so like we're both going to Vancouver the next couple of weeks here where there's like some of the flowers are already coming out and all that. So that's what the pink, and I like the idea of pink moon is like, sounds cool. Like I can you imagine a big, like robust pink moon. So I wonder if that has something to do with like at one point, like the, you know, sometimes like the hue of like in fall, you kind of get that like orangish sun. Like it has I wonder if like at some point or some areas in the world, like it actually has a sort of a pinkish hue, or is it specific to just the fact that flowers are blooming and it's, you know, colorful that way? I wonder.
Well, what I saw online, and take it with a grain of salt, because I mean, there's all sorts of half truths on the internet, but
yeah,
it's mostly to do with flowers, but all the cover photos had like a pink hued moon, which was pretty cool looking.
Interesting. So, yeah, I always wonder if there's, you know, some spot in the world that has that, it almost has that appearance kind of, right? With
I'm sure there is. Yeah,
because there's got to be some reason. Otherwise they call it like green, you know what I mean? Like green moon, because green is spring, right? So but why pink? So yeah, that's cool. And I also like the unanimous you know, internet reference, because like there's been a few of these that we've done that like, man, they get pretty scattered with their ideas of moons, and then the seemingly like need to make every moon like 3 layers of epic behind them. Like this is also a, you know, right, where it's
super full blue harvest worm moon,
Melange moon. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's cool that it's all unanimous, and yeah, it's pretty neat. And as we're recording, like as we're, you know, we're about 4 minutes away from its you know, as we're recording, it's most prominent state. So that's really cool too.
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely really neat. Yeah, the Libra moon finding fairness, balance, and actually listening. So I think that's definitely something we can all do more of in our life.
Absolutely. As one of our fearless leaders once said, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it. Yeah. Any, I guess we never disclose. It's kind of like you never disclose what you wish on your birthday cake when you blow out the candles. So, no. But I have an ongoing one that I've been using for the past few months that I'm going to continue on with. And so, yeah. And I know that you've, as we discussed, I think in the February one, you already had the one really big one that you wanted to have addressed. So now you've been a little bit more generous, like as far as you've been sharing it with one of your friends, and then that came to be as well. So you're on a roll. So I can only imagine whatever you select is it was going to be pretty cool, because there's a very good chance, knock on wood. Now I'm jinxing it. I shouldn't say anything. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to finish the sentence.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, sometimes it's good to just give back the energy as well, right? I've asked for so much and gotten everything that I've asked for. So yeah, it's nice to just thank the moon every now and then too for all it's done for us and all it will continue to do for us in the future.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Thanks, Darci.
Thank you.
We'll post this in just in the next couple minutes. Anybody that's watching this live on YouTube will be able to enjoy this with us. So we're going to sign off for now. We'll see you guys in May. What is a little sneak preview? What is the May one called? Do you mind if that one's going to be cool? That's all right. If you don't have it in front of you.
I don't have it in front of me. No,
that'll be a spoiler anyways. We'll see you guys in May. We're going to talk all about it. It's going to be one of our favorite ones, I'm sure. I know for a fact that June is the strawberry moon, because that's one of our favorite ones, right? So
one moon at a time.
Moon at a time. Now
let's enjoy this pink moon.
Exactly.